Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it's time for our level 45 Machinist quest. We're going to start off as usual with our daily minion roulette. Today we have a wind-up goblin. Hello there. Oh, aren't you adorable? Alright then. Let's get started. Stephanivian, what do you have for us today? We are preparing for the tourney, correct? Stephanivian wishes to discuss strategy for the upcoming tourney. Greetings, Satora. Your training proceeds at pace, I trust. Stay a while and we can discuss our strategy for the tourney. It would appear everyone is present, even our dear instructor, so let us delve into the particulars of the upcoming contest. Now, the degree of favor of the Holy Seas bestows is much influenced by the outcome of the tourney, and thus do the nobles enter only their most able champions. I assume that Tettlegrinch, in his small-minded maliciousness, seeks to humiliate us before the adjudicators, and thereby convince the Holy See to seize the flow of funds to the manufactory. I don't understand me, Lordship. Most Ishgardians ain't hardly aware that machinists exist. Why have we so grabbed Lord Tettlegrinch's attention? That's because he's likely noticed that your firearm can kill a man with not but your dainty little finger on the trigger. 'Tis the same reason there's laws in Limsa Lominsa will prevent any old drunken whoreson from carrying a musket. And Ishgard's hierarchy ain't exactly fair and measured now, is it? If you harm the lowest folk on the ladder with weapons like ours, then you can be sure as a tide that their barrels will soon be pointed towards them overprivileged bastards will stand at the top. But as you say, most of the nobles don't seem to understand the threat when an army of machinists could pose. This Tettlegrinch bloke is a step ahead, I'll give him that much. He's a despicable fellow, but also uncommonly clever. Even so, he has failed to arrive at the most obvious conclusion. A well-trained and well-armed populace would strengthen Ishgard's defenses tenfold. And if we are to convince the Holy See of that fact, then we must claim victory at the tourney. I see, Stephanivian, you're just going to skim right over the fact that there's a high possibility of the hierarchy in Ishgard being overthrown by commoners with muskets, or other types of guns. You got something special in mind then? I have been considering several strategies, but to practice them here in plain view of our adversaries would void their effectiveness. We must needs look farther afield for a suitable location to train. Bloodshore and Eastern Lenosha ought to do the trick. I'll secure us a place where we can shoot to our heart's content. Joy, pray make preparations for the journey, after you have attended to your duties at the manor, of course. As for you, Satora, I would have you test another of my innovations. Remain behind and I shall make some adjustments to your Ethero Transformer. Alright, what adjustments are you making then? What are you gonna teach us now? Forget my duplicity, Satora. That talk of adjustments was merely an excuse so that we might speak alone. Now, you heard me boast to my father that machinist companies could soon form the backbone of our defense. That was something of an exaggeration. When it comes to gigantic dragons, one may as well be firing at the sight of a barbican. In the tourney, however, the lesser size of our opponents will work against us. It requires intensive training to consistently track and score hits against targets that are both small and agile. And as there is but little time left before the contest, our victory will depend largely upon your skilled contribution. If Joy is able to display even a fraction of your battle savvy, then the reputation of the machinist will flourish. Thus, I need you to attend to our practice with undivided focus and provide a shining example to which she might aspire. Alright, I can do that. And Stephanivian is growing impatient to leave. I get the feeling that that first quest used to give an ability, but it does not anymore, likely due to reworks the machinist has gotten over the years. Once Joy has completed her tasks of the manor, we can be off to Bloodshore. I wonder what could be keeping her. A trip to the market to restock the larder or some such. Alright, let's go find Joy then, so we can move on to our training. What do we get it? Oh shit, level 45 gives us wildfire? Oh hell yes. Okay, must have picked that up from just plain leveling. Wildfire is the first, I believe, the first available burst window ability in the game. 2-minute burst ability. Covers the target's body in a slow burning pitch. Action is changed to detonator for the duration of the effect. Deals damage when time expires or upon executing detonator. Potency is increased by 100 for each of our own weapon skills we land prior to the end of the effect. In fact, this can be stacked up to 6 times. Weapon skills, does it include? Okay, so that is only our basic combo, hot shot, spread shot, heat blast, abilities like that. Okay. And how long does that ability last before detonator goes off? It lasts for 10 seconds? Okay. How many standard GCDs can we squeeze in 10 seconds? Let me do the math. I don't think it's gonna be 6. Yeah, it's only 4. I'll have to figure out what we need to do in order to squeeze in 6 full abilities into that time. Or 6 full weapon skills into that time. Because hot shots on the GCD, spread shots on the GCD, these are basically all on the GCD? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you would want to do to squeeze 6 in. I'll have to look into that. But Wildfire is the first of what are known as the 2-minute burst abilities. Most, if not all, jobs have one. Though they usually start coming in around Stormblood, I want to say. And they are abilities that you can use, as implied by what I've been calling them, once every 2 minutes. And they will give you a very big extra burst of damage on that 2-minute mark. Generally, especially when you are doing raids, parties will want to try and sync up their 2-minute burst abilities to use them all at the same time. Because some of those abilities will give a big multiplier to the full party's damage. Others will just do a lot of extra damage. So if you can sync those all up so the multipliers go out and then immediately after the big damage abilities go out, you can have a huge burst of damage every 2 minutes. It's far more effective to sync it up since the buffs are all multiplicative. So if multiple buffs go off at once, the buffs will buff each other and not just your abilities, but like the buffs buff each other too. So you can get some really powerful burst windows going if you have a well-organized group that syncs up their 2-minute bursts. Hello, Satora. You must be eager to get in some practice before the big contest. I'll be ready to go just as soon as they have hauled me shop into the manor. If I'm to continue me machinist training, I can't be shirking on me other chores. I made a promise to the Count. But I won't keep you waiting much longer. I'll run to the manor with what I've got and come back for this big sack afterwards. I mean, I can help if you want. Oh, that's very kind of you, Satora, but I'm stronger than I look. Maybe you could just keep an eye on this other sack until I get back. Shouldn't take too long. You've got so much shopping you're doing. Jeez. They've got you working very hard. And on top of that, you are also trying to do machinist training. You are very busy, Joy. Here, let's help out by delivering this sack. I know she said she doesn't need help, but like, they've got her doing a lot. Let's just get the delivery done. Make her life a little bit easier, and then we can get moving on to our training. But yeah, I am very excited about Wildfire. I'm going to need to look into machinist rotations just to see exactly how that's supposed to go. Every 6 in 10 seconds? You need like a 2? I think you could pull it off with a 2-second global cooldown, but that's very fast. My son has you out running errands as well now, does he? No, I just offered to help. Satora, what are you doing here? Who's watching me other sack? It's right here, do not worry about it. Ah, lending a hand to young Joy here, are you? Very good. This was the last of her tasks for the day, so she's free to assist Stephanivian in his work. Pray return to your tourney preparations. Thank you, Satora. I appreciate you helping me, of course, but I appreciate you helping his lordship even more. The Count was against me becoming a machinist. He knew that me dad's too feeble to work, though, and was kind enough to let me keep place on the manor staff. Me family'd be on the street if it weren't for this job, and I can't thank him enough. Sometimes it don't feel right that I repay him by spending half my time at the manufactory. But maybe now that you're around for Stephanivian, his lordship won't need me to be a machinist no more. Do you not want to be a machinist? Or do you just feel bad? Anyways, winning the tourney will also help repay the Count's kindness. Like, he needs this tourney win, so... I never thought of it that way. Well, we should be getting ourselves to Bloodshore. Alright, I will meet you there. Yeah, if you don't want to be a machinist, you can tell Stephanivian. I'm sure he'll be disappointed, of course. He'll be very disappointed, but like... Alright, before we go running off, let me actually remember to set up my glamours properly. There we go. Way too hot at Costa del Sol to be wearing that Ishgardian coat. Alright then, where's the party? Right over here? Hanging out right next to Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Alright, Stephanivian, you ready for our training? Right, let's begin, shall we? Our objective shall be to explore the most effective methods of countering our knightly opponents. If a knight cannot reach you, he cannot hurt you. Thus we will concentrate on those machinist skills that hinder movement. I have created a crate of aromatic meat said to be irresistible to giant crabs. Ah, that's probably why Cancer's here. For the purpose of this exercise, imagine the shell-covered creatures lured by its scent to be enemy knights and form tactics to prevent their advance. Should the box be broken open, that will signal your defeat. Let's see what strategies you can devise for us, eh, Satora? Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, let's defend it. Don't let none of them bastards reach the box. Alright, let's get going. We'll just peck them off one at a time. Seems like our best bet. Specifically focusing on whichever one is closest, I think. I could use my wildfire. That's probably better suited for bigger enemies that have a lot of health. Ooh, I could, yeah. Let's set up with Spread Shot, since we got multiple enemies to work with. And if we can build up to our turret, that would be very helpful. Good work, Joy! Keeping off that right-hand side. Ha! We've stirred up half the bloody shoreline. Okay, how's it? Oh god, you are not doing well. Oh no, that slipped past you. Okay, we're good. Oh crap, they slipped past me too. Oh no, that's a problem. You back off. Okay, they got a few hits in, but we're fine. Okay, I need to be much more aware. Nope, looks like we're good. At ease, machinist, let's call it a day. Rosenthal, wait, what is that thing? Must have caught the scent of blood. Reload, take it down, mates. Oh dear, and this is where we're gonna want to use our, wildfire. Let's start taking you down. Beautiful. Nice and easy. That last fellow was rather unexpected, but you handled him nonetheless. Well done, your performance has prompted my prospectometer and inspired me with entirely new strategies. If I may, me lordship, seeing how well Satora's coming along, maybe you don't need me in the tourney no more. Wow, I guess she doesn't want in. Whatever could make you think that, my dear? I need you now more than ever. The sight of you, a commoner with scant battle experience, sending seasoned knights stumbling and sprawling, will open the eyes of the Holy See. Why, you shall be the bullet that pierces their tradition-bound hearts. Very well, me lordship. I'll do me best in the name of House Helenar. for both you and the Count. That's the spirit. Now I must return to the workshop. Joy, are you okay? Like, you are very much wanting out of this. Clearly something's not right. Is it just that she doesn't want to be a machinist anymore? But what prompted this? Did she never want to in the first place? We'll have to... Hopefully we can figure out what's going on with her. And let's put a damn coat on before we freeze. I wish they would have set that up so that the portrait would automatically update when you change your gear. Or at least give me a setting where I can say, hey, automatically update it when I change my gear. Joy's not here? A fine showing out there, Satora. Joy's lack of enthusiasm troubles me somewhat, but I'm sure the moment her hands closes around her stock, she'll be as ferocious as ever. I hope so. Well then. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, now that we've made progress with the machinists, and we are just waiting for that tourney at this point, next time it's time for more Astrologian. I will see everyone next time for that.